Good morning, all. It is Wednesday. It is the 23rd of October. We're going to continue our examination of Psalm 9 by looking at verses 9 and 10. Yahweh also will be a stronghold for the oppressed, a stronghold in time of distress. And those who know your name will put their trust in you, for you, O Yahweh, have not forsaken those who seek you. God will judge, and that's what the psalmist is saying. That's what we've already talked about. And he's doing it to bring justice to those who have been oppressed. Now, from God's perspective, the oppressed are those of his people that have been oppressed by others, those who are obedient to him and are oppressed because of him, not how the world necessarily defines the oppressed, which sometimes it does correctly and other times incorrectly. And the idea here relates, of course, to the peoples of Israel, and I'm not talking about the state here, I'm talking biblically. And some of their oppression has been a direct result of rejecting God and God disciplining them. But the fact is, one day the nation will turn to him and he will bring judgment down on their oppressors. One day he will bring judgment down on those who have oppressed all who follow his name, not just Israel, but the church, but the saints of all ages before Israel and during the tribulation. God is going to bring justice to this world, but he's the one who defines what is just. And that should be a basis for comfort, for hope, for knowing the day is coming when God is going to make things right for his whole creation. Because it wasn't just humanity that fell in the garden. It was all of creation was damaged by our fall. And I don't just mean the earth, I mean creation in general. And the day is coming when all of creation will be restored. Not just his people, but his creation. And it will be fully righteous as it was intended to be in the beginning. But even more perfect, because it will be filled with those who turned to Christ, who saw their sins paid for. And that's the way the First Testament, the Old Testament saints were saved, by looking to God for salvation without understanding how he was going to provide it. And for all of the rest of us who come after the beginning of AD, the year of the Lord, it will be looking back on what Christ has done for us. All are saved by trusting in God as the source of their salvation. And so with all of that, find peace today. Find security in who you are in the Lord, or find security in becoming who he intends you to be by turning to him, by accepting his gift of grace. And I'll see you again tomorrow.